Welcome to a transformative journey where we explore the art of connection through a Stoic lens. This isn't about manipulation or surface-level tactics. It's about embodying qualities that inspire respect, trust, and genuine affection. The secret techniques you'll learn today are rooted in ancient wisdom, helping you become a person of value, someone who naturally attracts others through authenticity, confidence, and self-mastery. Technique 1. Cultivate inner confidence. Confidence is often misunderstood as loudness, arrogance, or dominating others. In reality, confidence is a quiet assurance, an unshakable belief in your abilities, values, and worth. It is not built on external validation, but grows from within. True confidence is like a steady flame. It neither flickers in the wind of others' opinions, nor dims in moments of doubt. The Stoic philosophers considered this type of confidence a cornerstone of a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." To live fully is to embrace your strengths and accept your imperfections with grace. The Stoic foundation of confidence. Confidence rooted in Stoicism comes from self-knowledge and control. The Stoics believed that much of human suffering arises when we focus on external things beyond our control. By shifting your attention inward, you gain clarity on what truly matters: your thoughts, actions, and character. This shift fosters an inner stability that radiates outward, naturally drawing people toward you. Epictetus emphasized, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This mastery does not mean suppressing doubts or fears, but understanding and managing them. When you know yourself deeply, your values, strengths, and aspirations, you become immune to the fleeting opinions of others. This self-assuredness is magnetic because it signals reliability and strength, qualities that are universally attractive. Building inner confidence, step by step. Know thyself. Confidence begins with self-awareness. Reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, and core values. What do you stand for? What principles guide your actions? Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By understanding your unique traits and accepting them, you lay the foundation for genuine confidence. Practical exercise. Spend time journaling about your achievements, challenges you've overcome, and qualities you admire in yourself. These reflections remind you of your capabilities and foster a positive self-image. Embrace failures as lessons. Confidence does not mean never failing. It means not being defined by your failures. The Stoics viewed setbacks as opportunities for growth. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Every challenge you face is a chance to build resilience and learn something new. Practical exercise. After a perceived failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This mindset transforms mistakes into stepping stones for self-improvement. 3. Silence the inner critic. Negative self-talk erodes confidence. Stoicism teaches us to challenge these destructive thoughts. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When doubt creeps in, counter it with evidence of your capabilities and past successes. Practical exercise. Practice mindfulness to become aware of negative thought patterns. When you catch yourself being self-critical, replace those thoughts with affirmations of your strengths. Technique 2. Listen with presence. In a world filled with noise and distractions, the ability to truly listen has become a rare and valuable skill. Listening is not just about hearing words. It's about understanding the emotions, intentions, and values behind them. The Stoics believed in the power of mindfulness and attention, two qualities essential for genuine connection. Epictetus reminds us, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom speaks to the importance of prioritizing listening over talking. When you listen with presence, you create a space where others feel seen, heard, and valued. This act of deep attention not only strengthens bonds but also sets you apart as someone who genuinely cares, a quality that naturally attracts others. Practical steps to develop deep listening. Eliminate distractions. The first step to listening with presence is to remove anything that divides your attention. Phones, notifications, or wandering thoughts dilute the quality of your presence. When speaking to someone, commit to being fully there. Practical exercise. When engaging in a conversation, place your phone out of sight and consciously bring your focus back to the speaker whenever your mind wanders. 2. Focus on the speaker's words and emotions. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about perceiving the feelings and intentions behind them. Pay attention to tone, body language, and pauses. These often reveal more than the words themselves. Practical exercise. Practice active listening by summarizing what the other person says and reflecting their emotions back to them. For example, say, "It sounds like you're feeling emotion because reason." Avoid interrupting. Interrupting signals that you value your input more than theirs. It also disrupts the natural flow of conversation, making the other person feel unimportant. Instead, allow them to finish their thoughts before you respond. Practical exercise. During conversations, consciously pause for a moment after the other person finishes speaking. This ensures they've completed their thought and shows you respect their words. Why deep listening attracts others. Listening with presence is one of the most attractive traits you can develop. It demonstrates emotional intelligence, a quality that is highly valued in relationships. When people feel truly heard, they associate you with warmth, understanding, and trustworthiness. This ability also sets you apart in a world where distractions dominate. While others may focus on themselves or their devices, you stand out as someone who prioritizes human connection. This uniqueness makes you memorable and draws people toward you. Technique 3. Master the art of non-reactivity. One of the most powerful ways to captivate others is through non-reactivity, the ability to remain composed and unshaken in any situation. Non-reactivity is the essence of self-mastery, a trait revered by the Stoics and admired in modern psychology. When you refuse to be controlled by external events or emotional triggers, you project strength, stability, and confidence. Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Non-reactivity is not about suppressing emotions, but about responding intentionally instead of reacting impulsively. It is the quiet confidence of someone who understands that their inner peace is untouchable. In relationships, this skill is magnetic. It signals that you are emotionally secure and not easily swayed, which instills respect and intrigue in those around you. The Stoic philosophy of non-reactivity. The Stoics taught that our suffering often comes not from external events, but from our perception of them. Epictetus emphasized, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you master non-reactivity, you reclaim control over your emotional state, refusing to let others dictate your mood or actions. This philosophy doesn't mean suppressing all emotions. It means cultivating the ability to pause and reflect before responding. By doing so, you create a sense of mystery and command respect. Others are drawn to your calm demeanor, especially in a world where overreactions are common. Practical steps to develop. Non-reactivity. Recognize emotional triggers. Non-reactivity begins with self-awareness. Identify the situations, people, or comments that tend to provoke you. The Stoics called this knowing thyself. When you are aware of your triggers, you can prepare to handle them with grace. Practical exercise. Keep a journal to track moments when you feel reactive. Reflect on why these situations affect you and what you can do differently next time. Pause before responding. The ability to pause is a hallmark of non-reactivity. When faced with a challenging situation, take a moment to breathe and assess before reacting. This pause creates space for intentional action instead of impulsive reaction. Practical exercise. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique when you feel triggered. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. This calms your nervous system and helps you regain control. Point 3. Detach from outcomes. Much of our reactivity stems from a fear of losing control or not getting the outcome we desire. The Stoics remind us that we can only control our actions, not the results. Detaching from outcomes frees you from unnecessary emotional turmoil. Practical exercise. When entering a conversation or situation, remind yourself of what is within your control, your thoughts, words, and actions. Let go of any attachment to how others might respond. Why non-reactivity is irresistibly attractive. Non-reactivity exudes emotional stability, a quality that is deeply reassuring in any relationship. People feel safe and secure around someone who is not easily rattled. It also conveys confidence and self-respect, as it shows that you value your inner peace more than fleeting external drama. Furthermore, non-reactivity creates an aura of mystery. When you don't overreact or reveal all your emotions, others are left wondering about your thoughts and feelings. This intrigue naturally draws them closer. Non-reactivity also sets healthy boundaries. By refusing to engage in unnecessary conflicts or emotional manipulation, you signal that you are in control of your life and will not be swayed by negativity. This trait commands respect and admiration. Technique 4. Cultivate mystery and selective vulnerability. Mystery and vulnerability are two sides of a powerful coin in human connection. Together, they create an aura that draws people in while keeping them intrigued. Cultivating mystery doesn't mean being secretive or distant, but rather being deliberate about what you reveal and when. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, often emphasize the value of restraint, noting that not everything about us should be on display. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have, Marcus writes. In relationships, this applies to the parts of yourself you choose to share. Selective vulnerability, on the other hand, is the act of opening up thoughtfully and authentically. It's about revealing just enough to establish trust and emotional connection while maintaining boundaries that protect your inner self. When balanced well, mystery and vulnerability are captivating forces that draw others to you while signaling emotional intelligence and strength. The Stoic philosophy of restraint. The Stoics believed in maintaining a certain level of detachment and self-control, even in their closest relationships. Seneca advises, associate with people who are likely to improve you. By cultivating mystery, you allow others to focus on the qualities you've chosen to highlight, qualities that reflect your growth and character. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of timing. Vulnerability is powerful when used appropriately, but oversharing too soon can dilute its impact. As Epictetus observed, know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly. In other words, understand your values and intentions before revealing your inner world to others. Practical steps to cultivate mystery and selective vulnerability. Point 1. Don't overshare immediately. In today's fast-paced world, people often feel compelled to share everything up front to establish a connection. However, true intimacy develops over time. By pacing your self-disclosure, you allow the other person to remain curious and engaged. Practical exercise. During conversations, hold back from sharing your life story all at once. Instead, reveal smaller, meaningful details that invite further questions and deeper exploration. 2. Let your actions speak louder. Mystery is often conveyed not by words but by actions. The Stoics believed in demonstrating virtues through deeds rather than declarations. Let others learn about you by observing your behavior rather than relying solely on what you say. Practical exercise. Focus on embodying values like kindness, patience, or discipline in your daily interactions. Let these qualities speak for themselves. 3. Be curious about others. Paradoxically, One of the best ways to cultivate mystery is to shift the focus away from yourself. By showing genuine interest in the other person, you become both intriguing and likable. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel seen and understood. Practical exercise. Instead of talking about yourself, ask open-ended questions like, "What inspires you?" or "What's been the most meaningful experience of your life so far?" Why mystery and vulnerability attract others. Mystery creates an allure of intrigue. When someone doesn't know everything about you, they are motivated to learn more. This natural curiosity keeps the connection dynamic and engaging. People are drawn to those who leave a little to the imagination because it sparks a sense of wonder and exploration. Selective vulnerability, meanwhile, builds trust and emotional depth. By sharing parts of yourself intentionally, you signal that you value the other person enough to let them in. However, by not revealing everything, you maintain an element of control and protect your emotional boundaries. Together, these traits create a balance of accessibility and elusiveness. Others feel connected to you but are left wanting more, an irresistible combination. As we come to the close of this journey, let's reflect on the essence of these techniques. They are not just about influence or attraction. They are about cultivating a version of yourself that others naturally gravitate toward, someone who embodies self-control, emotional intelligence, and quiet strength. At the heart of these principles lies a Stoic truth. Mastery over others begins with mastery over oneself. When you harness the power of your mind, your emotions, and your actions, you create a magnetic force that draws others into your orbit. You become not just someone who seeks validation, but someone who inspires respect and admiration. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the art of influence and self-mastery. If you found this insightful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.